Hey, everybody. My name is Jeanette Zikowski, your go-to Feng Shui consultant. I practice classical Feng Shui and use the flying star technique to help assess the energies of the years and months. By looking at these forecasts, you can optimize your energies and live more in flow. Life is easier when we go with the flow and not against it, right? So today and moving forward, I will hook you up with the monthly energies and give you all the useful info. So good news here right off the bat with June brings fire to our Yin Ox year. Our Yin Ox 2020 year is a very water year. Too much water can be emotional and overthinking, not great for the inner water, either like blood flow. So finally in these summer months, this fire comes in, and this fire helps to balance out those emotional feelings and help everyone feel more vibrant and excited. It brings back some hope and optimism. The larger numbers that you see here are the energies for 2021 that come in for the year, and the smaller numbers you see here are for specifically just June. The months turn about the third day of every month, so it's like June 3rd to July 3rd, July 3rd to about what comes after June, July, August August 3rd, and so on. So I'm a couple days late, but you're still set. Let's start in the center. In the center here, we have a 1 and 6 combination. This is very auspicious for wealth and career. I think many people are going back into their offices, and the buzz around this is positive. Even if you aren't thrilled to dress business casual again, it's very positive, and many people may see positivity with their job or their income. It also shines a light on authority a little bit. People may be getting their tax returns, and by authority I mean like a government figures with a smooth connection. So people may be getting their tax returns or final checks. So using the center of your home is good. For the rest of the directions, I'll be using this example floor plan. And for a reminder on how to do this over your home, I'll link the video I made here, finding your compass directions and laying the Bagua map over your home. Those videos. It's a 2-parter. Disclaimer. See this chart of numbers? It's called a low shoe. And right now these numbers show the year, that larger number, and the month, the energies for the year and the month, but every home has a custom low shoe dependent on when the home was built, which way it was facing, and a few more factors. So there are about 3 more numbers that get added to these squares that a classical Feng Shui consultant would analyze. So you can see that it gets very intricate and very in-depth. This is how classical Feng Shui consultants see what specifically will happen with you while you're in your home. But in an effort to help as many people as I can and not wait to get everybody's floor plans, we do what we can and we look from a broader perspective, right? So just know that the advice I give you here is somewhat vague. The best example or comparison I can give you is like when you read your horoscope in a newspaper, all the Sagittariuses have the same horoscope, but we know that's not 100% accurate, right? It gets more specific if you have an astrologer read your astrology chart. But this is still good, and we can work with this and still help ourselves go with the flow. So onward. We are starting in the south. I have a knack for starting with the least ideal first, don't I? Here we have a 5. So here we are in the south. We have a 5 coming to a 1. 5 is an earth star, and it controls the water star 1. Water, think of liquids or emotions. 5 in general can create a bit of a mess. You may become obsessive about something. For my socializers out there, summer is here, people are excited. Be careful on the alcohol intake. That can be what water represents sometimes. And 5-1 sometimes can be a bit of an obsession. I feel like we just let out a bunch of caged animals, everybody being at home, and now we have this beautiful weather. So be careful what you consume and the emotions around it this month. What you can do to help these energies be a smooth transition is add 6 Chinese coins here in the south area of your home to smooth out the elements. There is a link in the description of this video that you can just buy from, or examples you can look at and buy ones that you like, but that link will be in the description of this video. The coins do not have to be seen. They simply can be placed because Feng Shui is always happening. All the forms are always interacting with each other, and so you can simply place the coins anywhere, as long as it's in your southern wedge, but it can be under a rug, in a drawer, etc. In the southwest here, we have a 7 metal energy coming to visit the 3. 3 is very tricky energy and can really turn out a few ways depending on what's going on in your home. Metal controls wood, and this wood energy 3 can be argumentative. It's sometimes called the rob wealth star, and so we don't really like to see this controlling relationship. We want to avoid it. So in the southwest, to smooth out this energy, place 3 bamboo stalks in a clear jar of water. The jar can also be black. What we want to do is represent water. Water smooths out this metal-wood relationship. So 3 bamboo stalks and clear or black jar. Now we are in the west. We have a 3 energy, wood energy again, but this time 3 wood energy is what's visiting, and it's visiting Earth. Wood in the elemental cycle irritates Earth. Because of the time period 8 that we're in, there's still a lot of good energy in the west. I've talked about in other videos that west, we have our 8 for the year, which is our current prosperity and current human harmony. So that's still good. It's just this month that we have in a little bit of a argumentative, potentially, sometimes the star is called the rob wealth star. So a little bit extra spending of money this month, and it's just something to be aware of and catch yourself spending all that money. This is a good time or example of how classical Feng Shui, it's so important and unique and great that we take into account time as we Feng Shui, because in other forms of Feng Shui, though they are great and I have used them in the past, it's helpful to know that you can place something in the western area to help your money. Say you had already placed a water feature here, but then something good happens to you, and then the quote unquote luck seems to fade. That's because energy is cyclical and dynamic, and so June, July, August, there's different energies here mixing with the energy of the year. So it's not always that water feature isn't gonna be a cure-all to bring in good after good after good. If only it was that simple. Okay, so I digress. So there's still a lot of good in the west, but for this month you may see some arguments or spending some money quickly. Add in a red object or red envelopes in the west to balance out that elemental cycle. So if you think about it, wood, earth, what bridges that relationship? Fire. It can be something very small like a red envelope, because this is just monthly, so don't invest in any paint or any major artwork. In the northwest we have 2 visiting. The sickness star is 2, but it's mixing with 7 metal, which it produces, so it's fairly smooth. 7 can have a fiery tendency. I swear I do not plan the timing of these videos, but yet again, I must say it, it's a good month to see the dentist. I should be sponsored for dentistry this year. And surely, I haven't looked ahead, but surely this has got to be the end of our discussion about teeth. Check out my 72,000 other videos about teeth. I'm just kidding. There's probably like 2, but I'm a little bitter, I think, because my cavity is like just now healing and I'm sick of talking about teeth. But here we are. Anyway, put 6 metal coins here to mitigate that sickness star. If you don't want to buy any coins, again, there's a link in my video for you to quickly buy. But if you don't want to buy any coins, you can simply tape together 6 pennies, 6 quarters, 6 nickels. And the point is that in the elemental cycle, metal gives Earth something to do. So you have 6 coins, 6 represents metal, and then you have literal metal coins. So if you don't want to buy any, you can tape them together. The good news is the energy in the Northwest for period 8 is great, and you may meet some helpful people or new friends. We are now in the North. Look at that. My label has not been there the whole time. Oh well. I think you guys can figure out which one was missing. So here we are in the North. This area is not too shabby. The 6 is visiting the 2, and 6 is auspicious. So really not too much to do here or anything to avoid. But to avoid the 6 and the 2 interacting poorly, you can put 3 stalks of bamboo in that clear glass again. 3 represents wood, and bamboo is wood element. And then the water jar is water, so it smooths out that relationship. It redirects the metal 6's energy to chop the wood rather than poorly interact with the sickness star. An example of how the 2 might interact poorly, because 6 is also head. If you are feeling any type of depression or a bit lower, while everyone around you seems to have a lot of positive energy, one, obviously I am not a therapist or a doctor, so if it's somewhat serious, you should definitely talk to somebody. But if it seems to just be passing or fleeting, then feel free to DM me or reach out to me, because the base energies in your home, the other numbers in the square interacting with all of these numbers, may be affected. So you can reach out to me, DM me, but in the meantime, go ahead and place bamboo there. And then also you should have a set of 6 Chinese coins. If you watched my video about 2021 and what to do, you should have a set of coins there to help with that annual star too. In the Northeast, look at that star. No, I'm not going to ask you to hang a star. It just means it's a good area. The Northeast is a great area this month. Use it as much as you would like. Here we are over here. The 9 and the 4 combination is great because it's 4 visiting 9. 4 is wood, and wood supports our 9 fire. This relationship sometimes equals a lot of creative ideas and creativity. So this is a great area to interact in, spend time in. A lot of good ideas can come from this area. Or it's a good idea if you are, let's see, an entrepreneur and you are looking for other sources of income and need some creative ideas. My bathtub's in the Northeast, so I'll be taking a lot of Zen, contemplative baths. If this is your patio or any outdoor space, entertain here, have lively conversations, use the energy in this space to soak up that creativity and good ideas. It's actually, this combination sometimes is called birth of an intelligent son, and it doesn't mean that you're going to have a baby boy. It just can mean an intelligent idea. So have lively conversations over here, over bottles of wine, and be sure to bring a pen and paper to remember all of your creative ideas. Now we are in the East. The East is pretty good as well, but our 8 and 4 combo is still wood and earth. 8 is coming to our 4, romance, creativity, so everybody will get a little bit of boost of romance this month. But our 8-4 combo is still wood and earth, so you want to smooth that out by adding in a little bit of red. You can do red envelopes or rock salt lamps. Again, it's just something small because it's not permanent. It'll move every month. 4, like I said, is love and romance and creativity, and our Earth 8 is current wealth and human harmony. So between the Northeast and the East, we have a lot of creative thinking and creative opportunity ideas open to us in June. Okay, and we are ending here in the Southeast, ending on a bit of a wash. In the Southeast this year, we have a 5, and by now you get that we don't love this number. For the year, you should have some metal here already, and if you don't, boom, put in some 6 metal coins. Again, there's a link in the bio to get some, or to get an idea of what they could look like, or you could tape together 6 coins. And be sure to watch my video about how to Feng Shui for 2021 to deal with this 5 for the year. That being said, 9 is a great number, so we like to see that one come in. It's for coming human harmony, coming prosperity, but you can see this month it's a bit of a wash because what it's visiting doesn't help us. It doesn't mean your summer won't be great. Put the coins up, and in general, we just don't boost this area. So sometimes we normally support the 9 and we work with the 9, but we don't want to be interacting with the 5. So it's kind of an area to avoid for the year, but in June, the 9, it makes it a little bit happier, I guess. In other videos, you've heard me joke that 5's at my front door, which is proof that you don't have to move or be scared, because I'm living with it and everything's okay. It's not the end of the world. But don't do any construction in this area for this year. And then females, this is a little bit interesting. Because of the period of time that we're in, period 8, there's a lot of feminine, fiery energy in the southeast, especially for June. So I don't know if it's just me and my algorithm, but I don't think it's a coincidence that we're hearing a lot of media and jokes about hot girl summer, all the TikToks and the reels and just funny articles and social media gossip. Everybody's talking about hot girl summer, and it's just funny to me. Not a coincidence, nothing's a coincidence, that we have a lot of fiery feminine energy in June. So add some black to this area as well. We want to cool it down a little bit. Doesn't mean you have to cool yourself down, but add in some black, tame that fire. It could be a picture of still water, it could be a black throw. Hot girl summer is one thing, but being too fiery, too showy, getting attention for the wrong reasons, and arguing with a bunch of people is not hot at all, if you get what I mean. So just something to be aware of. With knowledge is power if you use it, eh? Okay, everybody, that was your June 2021 energy breakdown for all the little feng shui adjustments you can make. Please like this video if you enjoyed it just a little bit. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe and stay tuned so you can make little adjustments for the future coming 2021 months and really live in flow. Again, life is easier if we're in flow, going with the flow rather than against it, right? We see opportunities, we meet the right people, we make some more money. So it's great to do all of these little adjustments. And comment below how your June goes or where you're tuning in from. Just keep in touch.